A new rare gem has been discovered and released into the wild for all to enjoy. It is a lost Nintendo 64 game that was never released but almost finished, called Dinosaur Planet, which starred Star Fox and some new friends on his Dinosaur Planet. I've been checking this game out, and apparently there was a game called Star Fox Adventures, which was released on GameCube, which is like the predecessor of this game. So they made this for N64, and then they had all this stuff kind of thought up and developed, and they scrapped it, said we're going to remake it for the GameCube instead so they can be on the next gen, and this game never saw the light of day, but it is awesome. So apparently the people who got this game and released it into the wild purchased it from a game collector in Sweden who had it on a disc this entire time. Believe that. Before we get too much further into this video, I want to talk about today's sponsor. You know it. Me, Pop Stanimus. I sponsor these damn videos. And today I want to talk to you guys about the Game Rubble Mask giveaway. That's right. You can get your own face mask to protect yourself from germs. Look at this bad boy. This is a great face mask, okay? You want to protect yourself from germs, bad breath, hide your identity from people, whatever you want to do. Game Rubble face mask, link down in the description. Let's get on with the rest of the video. In a tweet from Forest of Illusion, says, today we have released Dinosaur Planet by Rare for Nintendo 64. The development was halted and moved to the GameCube, where it was then released as Star Fox Adventures. Enjoy. Now, that link totally crashed, and because everyone wanted a piece of this, so you kind of have to get it from other sites right now until that one comes back online. I happen to get a copy of it, and it's really hard to get it to run on an emulator. There are a bunch of people that have captured footage of it by taking the game and flashing it onto a cartridge and putting it into a Nintendo 64, and the game looks and sounds beautiful. Taking a look at the game and the gameplay concepts, it gives me a lot of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time vibes. You know, that was a really popular game on the Nintendo 64, and there was a lot of games that came out with that kind of platformer feel, and this game was definitely inspired by that and heading in that direction, but it has the charm of Star Fox and all of those other characters. Dinosaur Planet was a game originally developed by Rare and set to be published by Nintendo, planning for release on the Nintendo 64, but later intended for the Nintendo GameCube instead. Originally, the game had nothing to do with Star Fox series and was intended to be a standalone title. According to an interview with Miyamoto, he had noticed the striking similarities between the game's characters and those of Star Fox. So the decision was made for the game to become part of Star Fox as a launch title for the Nintendo GameCube. Although Rare scrapped the project due to Nintendo wanting it to be Star Fox title on the GameCube, there is still a lot of leftovers from the game's development, which led to the game evolving into what became Star Fox Adventures. If anyone played the original Star Fox Adventures and then came back and played this, you would see a lot of striking similarities from the characters to the plot to a lot of the types of gameplay that there is. There's two main characters, Fox and Crystal, and you can use a swap stone swap between the two characters so you could access different parts of the map and do your different quests. Not a lot is known about the development of this game, but there is a lot of artwork and trailers and sounds and music that are circulating all over the internet for years, and now we get to see a lot of it actually in play in this game, although it's not fully playable yet. Again, if you try to play this on an emulator, you're going to have a bit of a hard time getting it to look and sound and feel right. So if you want to play it, you got to put it on a card. In the meantime, we just have to wait for some of the nerds out there to put their minds together and make something awesome for the world. So that means that the guys that make emulators or hack ROMs and all that kind of stuff, all these experts from that community, you know, I'm for sure that they're going to come in and people are going to start working on this, trying to get it to work real smooth on emulator. And I'm pretty sure that the people who bought this game to release to the wild actually want that to happen and are probably expecting for it to happen. But if you want to try and run it on an emulator and see if you can get somewhere with it, there's a link down below in the description. You could go ahead and get yourself a copy of the game and try it out for yourself. Anyways, that does it for today, my friends. I found this, thought it was super cool. I know not everyone that's in my audience actually is older and played Nintendo 64 games, but for those of you that did, this is something that's pretty cool for you to know about and enjoy for yourselves. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, drop a comment down below with your favorite Nintendo 64 game of all time, and I'll see you in the next video.